Today, January 22nd, is the 4th anniversary of my channel, Matilda and Josephine. And if you are new to this channel or don't actually know who Matilda and Josephine are, they are two mischievous witches who get up to all sorts of antics, and I record their antics in all these paintings here. So while I'm taking them out and showing you, I will tell you a story of how they actually came about. So around about 2011, I wanted to sell my artwork online, and I was doing bigger pictures, sort of wildlife paintings, masquerade mask, portraits, things like that. And I just wanted an outlet to sell them. I put them in galleries and exhibitions, but I was thinking online is the best. But I didn't really want to have to post them. I looked into all the different ways of posting, and I just thought, it's just too complicated. So I was looking on eBay, where I eventually sold stuff. And I saw people selling paintings this small, and they're called ACEOs, and they're art cards, editions and originals. And I thought, this is perfect. I can shove it in a little envelope, and it's going to be so easy to post. And I did subsequently sell and then send paintings all over the world, which is really exciting. But I didn't get into Matilda and Josephine until, I don't know when it was exactly after I started, but I did a painting called The Lazy Cooks, and I have one that is similar. This is not the one I did, because I subsequently sold it, but I had two cooks that were just sitting in their chairs in their kitchen, waving their wands and doing exactly what they were doing in this one, which is, making something. And at first I thought, they're really nice, and then I thought, I've definitely got to make something of it. And I actually spent probably a couple of hours writing down different names. I think they were going to become Edith and something else. I just wanted nice, sweet, traditional, but slightly kooky kind of names. Matilda and Josephine, I wouldn't say were kooky, but I came up with Matilda, and then they just fit. And I don't know, I'm just piling them up so you can't actually see them, but I don't know what would have happened if I called them anything else, because I think Matilda and Josephine just suits them so much. They are loosely based on my sister and I, because we both have ginger hair. My hair's blonde now and her hair's more brown, but we both were quite naughty growing up and quite mischievous. In fact, if I go on to the next page in here, I can get out some others. So we've got some Christmas ones. Whoops. This one was one that I did from it was a Christmas in July collaboration, and I can't get it out, and it's shiny, so I'm just going to try and grab it. And I really love this one because, for one, I've never heard of Christmas in July, and I love Christmas, so why not celebrate it twice? And I came up with the idea of them magically making snow in the sand, which I think is genius. There's this one trying to get all the Christmas decorations, and it's shining the light on it, so that's pointless. And there's Matilda underneath the tree and Josephine there. If you don't know which one's which, the one with the slightly brighter ginger hair is Matilda, and the one with the darker ginger hair is Josephine. So I am actually Matilda, if we want to say who's who. So I did quite a few of those, and I also did some of these as well. But yes, so I did the that's the doorbell. So a couple of these didn't quite make it to YouTube because they were done before YouTube. So this is yet another one of the sort of Lazy Cook series, and I just love having the fireplace. I do have a thing about fireplaces. I also have this knitting one, which is one of my favorites just because there's so much detail in it, and I love the self-pouring wine and the knitting needles, and that's Aunt Edith sitting in that chair, so she's come to stay. When my dad died in November, the first year that I was on YouTube, I did this little steam train with Matilda and Josephine seeing him off, because he absolutely loves steam trains, so we thought that was kind of apt. So that was that one. I also did the little winemaking Matilda and Josephine. Then there was the one that was based on my old childhood doll's house, which is now the house of Matilda and Josephine, and she's trying to put the Halloween decorations up, and the other one is in the house trying to get them down. There was always this conflict between them, so they're always doing something. There's another Halloween pumpkin fight. I'm not sure if that one's got a thing online. Another pumpkin fight. They're always getting up to mischief. I think the last one I did was a bigger one. I really want to get back into the smaller ones because I do enjoy those. But this one was, I believe, last year's Halloween, I think. I also did my May the 4th Halloween, Matilda and Josephine, and that was a lot of fun. And that one I did pretty much in the space of 24 hours. Doing that, recording it and editing it. I will never do that again. Crazy. She says, I won't. It's going to be, And this is when they shrunk themselves down to visit a relative in this tiny little, I don't know what you call that, little hovel. And this one, I really love this one actually, but that's Matilda and Josephine guarding the dragon eggs because I'm also a lover of dragons. But along with Matilda and Josephine, there's some Christmas ones. I actually did that one years ago. And then I was being lazy, so I thought I'd just copy that one. There's a fireplace. I've also done the little house, little Halloween door. And that was my Ukraine one. And then this one is now empty. So what I want to do, and I really want to do this year, is start filling this up with more Matilda and Josephine's because I miss doing them, and I do think that it's so nice going through this and having a look at what I've created. So I have started cutting out some pieces of paper. So I'm going to do 49. I've decided I'm going to do one a week for the rest of this year. So that's 49 weeks remaining. And so before I even start, I'm going to cut out all of them. I literally just use, I've got this. I've had this for years. This has been my go-to paper for my miniatures because it's nice and hard. It's nice and stiff. That's what I was looking for. It's also got a nice, really smooth surface, so it's really great for doing that really fine detail because normal sort of watercolor paper that's got the slight texture to it, doing the fine detail is almost impossible, especially at this size. So some of the other ones that I did on YouTube have been, it is already open. I think I've done, don't want to set light to this. I think one of them actually gave to my daughter's friend. So, but I did this lion? No. This tiger, which I'm really proud of because it's one of those ones where I actually made myself sit and do it full on and make sure I did every detail. I didn't stop until it was properly finished. And there is a time lapse of that one. So I might put a little short of that one at some point just so I can say, come and watch this because I really love that one. And yeah, it took me about 5 hours and I sat and I didn't let myself get distracted or anything, and I wanted to get the most detail out of that one possible. I don't know if I'm going to do any wildlife again. I'm sure I will, but it's not in my horizon. None of these I don't think are actually on YouTube. These are all prior to YouTube. And I also did some little little door, and some other little lovely garden scenes. The other thing that I did on YouTube, or do on YouTube, this is my latest creation of Matilda and Josephine's house. Obviously, or not obviously, but this used to be my childhood doll's house along with my sister. We both had that. My dad made it for us when we were little. But I decided a few years ago that I was going to create a garden for it. So I've made all these little things. I made a little stained glass window thing there. I'm in the process of making a stained glass window for there. In the collaboration that I'm up doing, the Valentine's one. But it's basically, I've just become so interested in really actually creating miniatures. I do want to make my own doll's house at some point. But I think not doll's house, but Matilda and Josephine house. I want them to have like a little cottagey house. So I love this. This is actually railway track on clay. Because my dad used to, as I said, was an avid railway enthusiast. So he's got a lot of railway stuff. And actually, if I just pan up here, I can show you some of my other paintings. These are the ones that I did think about trying to sell online, but as you can imagine, sticking them in the post was absolutely terrifying because they're quite big, and the bigger they are, the more likely they are to get damaged, whereas the miniatures I can put in a bubble wrap and surround them by cardboard and other things, and they, up until now, as far as I'm aware, they've always got to their destination safely. So that is going to be it for this video. I'm definitely going to be doing a Matilda and Josephine miniature every week. So once a week I will be posting the time lapse or something similar on this channel, and also doing a lot more to this house. So on January the 28th, I will have made, I definitely will, I'm struggling with it at the moment, but I will have made a Valentine's Day window for here, which I'm really excited about. So thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.